As parents try to choose what's best for their children in this world of COVID-19, many in the public school system are looking toward alternative options. Fox 13's Amy Nay takes a closer look at this trend and talks to one family in Salt Lake City grappling with the decision right now.
It is such a nightmare. We have been just frantic trying to make plans, second guessing ourselves, waiting for information.
Rachel Day is like many moms here in Utah, trying to decide what's best for her kids in the upcoming school year.
We are really worried about sending our kids someplace where we just don't know if it's going to be safe or what the arrangements would be to keep it safe.
In Rachel's district in Salt Lake, there's still no final plan as to what school will look like for the kids.
Communication has been slow with our district. We're having to start to think about other options now.
Like hiring tutors or forming a co-op teaching group with other parents in the neighborhood.
I think there's an idea about having moms take a day with a group of kids each that will give them the social interaction, some educational opportunities, but also be in environments that we know are safe.
Let's see where I can fit this.
Rachel has 2 children, her son William starting 2nd grade.
Those are just options we're beginning to talk about as we feel less confident that the schools are in a place to start in a couple weeks' time.
I'm William. I have another magic trick I want to show you.
William's entry into his school's virtual talent show, part of his at-home learning this spring.
Pretty interrupted.
He hated distance learning.
It did not work out. I did not like it.
And his mom agrees, saying it was hard to keep her son on task with his assignments. Part of why she's now looking into other options.
I think the spring was just a huge challenge for everyone, and we're basically looking for alternatives to that.
And Rachel's not alone. This is a trend across the country where parents are banding together and hiring private instructors. Facebook groups like Pandemic Pods or Micro Schools are helping families connect with thousands of members. But it can come with a cost. On the site Teacher to Go, 3 hours of tutoring 4 days a week would cost $480 a week, widening an already present gap. Education equity is an issue the nonprofit Waterford.org tries to address, offering free pre-K education online to families in Utah since 2009.
The children get 15 minutes of personalized program every single day, 5 days a week.
Preparing 4-year-olds for kindergarten and beyond. But spokesperson Kim Fisher says for many, success with online learning comes down to whether or not they have a computer and internet access.
Those who have it have been able to continue their learning progress. Those who don't, they're getting left behind. That technology gap has to be addressed in order for us to move forward with our children and their learning.
Can you tip it over? Show me the back.
As for Rachel and William, they're trying to decide what's next for them this fall.
I think just trying to figure out what could work, what are the opportunities for kids and parents, and try and muddle through it again as we did in the spring, looking for an alternative to that.
Rachel says she's going to wait to make a final decision until she hears from her son's elementary school. In Salt Lake, the board is expected to make a decision between all distance learning and a mix of in the classroom and at home by the end of this week. In Salt Lake, Amy Nay, Fox 13 News, Utah.
Several things to think about here. If you would like to see the plan in your own school district, go to the Safely Back to School tab at fox13now.com. And tomorrow we'll take a look at private schools and daycares and how they've been able to operate during the pandemic, sharing the lessons that they've learned.